Time to do our morning show.
On your how this will go.
Come and watch two guys grow old. These are the days.
If we get a YouTube feed,
We'll just stream on D-Live then. Mr. We
We
could use a man like Donald
Donald
Trump
Trump
again. I live in a redneck state.
everybody here's irate.
Man, this intro sure sounds great.
These are
the
days.
That was fun. I don't care what anybody says. That shit was fun.
I thank God Eve Bunker couldn't sing because I don't think and you know how many, I can't even tell you how long that took me just to do those stupid lines. It was horrible. I mean, I would listen to you and then I would go back and do mine, and it was just. But anyhow, I enjoyed it.
I tried doing that. You know, Archie Bunker X. I just couldn't do it. I took like 4 takes of that, and I'm like, I kept naturally wanting to do vibrato, and I do not do vibrato. Like, I don't sing well at all to begin with, but trying to do vibrato, it's just, I just said, stop it. I'll just do my, redneck voice. So,
Well, I think
That's what I did.
my Brado is a C cup. But hey, listen. After the show yesterday, we went in and I watched 2 Chet Hanks review videos.
Ugh.
And what do you mean? Ugh, don't you dare. Ugh. Because
That's my boy.
closet Chet Hanks fan.
That's my
You
boy.
know more about Chet Hanks than you know about Pearl Jam. Don't give me that shit.
I don't eat jam.
That Chet Hanks is the most mediocre white rapper I think I've ever seen, to be quite honest with you. It's just nothing. It's just a bunch of nothing. I think, to be honest with you, to be a good rapper, you have to have some kind of pain. You have to have some kind of struggle. What's his biggest struggle? He didn't get his Yeezys when Daddy was away. He had to wait a week to get his Yeezys. Daddy, I need some money.
His skin color, I think, is his personal biggest struggle.
Psych! I tell you what, I gotta go record with Devin later on, and he is the worst troll. I think he's trying to take over Dave's trolling number one trolling position. It's like, why do John's headphones look small? That's it. You know what? From now on, I'm not going to wear headphones. I'm going to go to the earbuds. That way you
They don't look small on your head.
You like the Dunkin' Donuts hat?
I'm not allowed to talk about that, am I?
Yeah, you can talk about Dunkin' Donuts.
Lies.
Yeah, Chet Hanks. He's to rapping as. I don't know. I don't have anything. I just went to the vault and nothing was there. So anybody that's epileptic and is looking at Bob's background.
He is to rapping what Vegeta is to podcasting.
There you go.
Nailed it.
There you go. The host of We Are Assholes. Yes, that's it.
So
Here, look at Bob. Look at that. Look at all those little dots floating around. Look at him.
I got the measles.
He's
I could change it.
No, that's fine. How do you do? You got a pedal, right?
Buttons.
How many pedals are there? 4 or 5? Okay, I'm sorry.
Well,
Wait.
I mean, I have this. It comes with this remote. My
All right.
wife bought me this crap back when I built this room. It's an actual like stage lighting.
Let's see what you can do. Come on, show us this stuff. Show it off.
I don't have the Bluetooth thing. Like, hold on, let me like turn it on.
Do something.
I'm trying. I didn't know put me
That's
on the
okay.
spot here. Let's see if it's connected. Blackout. Yeah, see, it ain't connected yet.
Well, what's the remote do?
Well, it ain't as easy as this.
Okay.
So maybe my fucking battery's dead. Sorry. I don't mean to curse. See, this one blacks it out. Well, no, it doesn't. See, it's acting up right now. Oh, there it went.
Oh, hold on. Don't be a fast quitter.
I'm quitting. It ain't. I just, like I said, I don't even know if the battery's good in this thing. I haven't used it in a while.
Colin wants us to talk about free speech, and you know how he loves free speech.
Yeah, well, that was a
show up-
topic on another show that seemed to drag.
Who's right? Why be so vague? You're so vague. Don't be so vague.
Because I don't want to call them out like that. Like, I'm not over here to dump on other shows.
It's no big deal. You know, I think that Who's Right needs the juice
Unless it's
of
Vegeta's.
the Boomer Bunker podcast. You know, I want to support.
They need the
other
boost.
independent podcasts.
Yeah. They need our listener base to go over there and sub to their $5 tier.
Right. I just didn't want people to see your background and think that there was something wrong with their eyes, that they had to go to the.
Well, it adds a nice light to the room.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, I could change it and have it do other stuff, but
We tried that already. I think you're a liar.
it's just too much work. I'm not into it right now.
Okay. All right.
Checking morning wood. Wood is pretty much unchanged. Gas is pretty much unchanged, but that's going to change because Biden called for OPEC to start pumping more oil for some reason. So that's going to screw up everything. And Bitcoin is down 3.15% to 44,560. And where are we at on Doge? Doge is down 0.49% at 26.6 cents.
How much is a 2x4?
So 398 still. It's down $1 this week. Let's see if we can get back down to, I think the last time I bought them, they were about 279. So we'll see.
Yeah. So one of the you put this video in you put this on the board, and I'm going to share it here. But before we get into this, what is it with people now? They think they can go into a restaurant or fast food. This is a McDonald's. So they can go into fast food, and if they don't get what they want, they go behind the counter and start a fight with.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
So, and my co-host for the Gaslighting podcast, we're doing that later on today. I would like to see somebody try this there, because I think that he would beat the taste out of their mouth. And this thing's so long, I wanted to cut it down, but we could not. We tried to download the video from YouTube.
For some reason, and there was another really good narration version of this video that I seen last night, and so I went to download it, and it wouldn't let me. Like that video is totally gone. Like, I don't know if they're, pulling this video off the internet for some reason or what. I don't know if it's damage control. This is from like a month ago, but.
All right, so let me see if I can get this. Which one did it go to? I wanted to go to theater mode. There we go. All right, here we go with
So this woman wants them to mix the 3 flavors of the like slushy. What do they have a name for theirs? I've never ordered one, so I don't know what they're called. The Mick whatever,
Mix slushy,
McSlurpee something. I don't know.
Right, it doesn't matter. Okay, so all right. Let's just watch a little bit of this.
Are you crazy? Okay,
the manager is trying to stop her from engaging with this woman, this black woman with the sunglasses on. And she still has the cup in her hand. She won't let go of her. And this is all over not being able to put 3 flavors. In other words, you can't put a quarter, like a third of a squirt, a third of a squirt, a third of a squirt. I blame everybody in this video.
Well, the manager is the blonde with the
messy
twat knot on the top there and the black shirt. So the one that's like holding. Well, are they both holding on to the woman? I don't know. Anyway.
Well, Colin says it's only black people. I didn't say it's only black people.
No, it's not.
This lady
is not. That's not true.
That's not. I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth, Colin.
I've seen white people act up too, man.
Yeah, just this.
Colin's just LLTing, man. Right. Ignore him.
Exactly. All right, you're ignored. Oh, boom!
See that? Now that was a
right. There was a
probably didn't hurt. Looked more like a push.
Again, with camera person, please keep the camera trained on. Why do you drop the camera?
It's Michael J. Fox. Give him a break. bitch.
See, at this point, the person that's the McDonald's employee, the manager, should be able to pick up a baseball bat and beat her out of the store.
Do you like that copper tinfoil purse? You think that's like sexy? You think that adds to her outfit?
And she's got a bag in her hand, like she hasn't even put the bag down.
You know what? I'm going to McD's, man. I'm gonna look all fresh.
Well, the issue is that she thinks that she deserves to get 3 shots of Slurpee, 3 flavors of Slurpee.
I don't know why they wouldn't mix them for her.
I don't either. I would have just said, "Here, I'm mixing this up. Get the fuck out of the store."
Okay, what did they call that when you used to do that with like you go to a gas station when you were a kid and get like a cold drink with ice, and you would just mix all the different colas. You would mix like the orange and the Mountain Dew, and you'd do Coke, and
it was called disgusting. I don't know. Did they have a name for it? I never did.
Up north, when I lived up north in Indiana, it was called the garbage can, and down here it's called the suicide.
Oh, okay. There's names.
I didn't know if they had a name for it where you live.
Right. So I'm just going to fast forward to the point where,
well, this chick, after she, like you saw where she like punched the manager. The manager took a hit pretty good, and then later she reaches over and she goes, "I'm sorry, y'all. I've been up all day." She said, "I've been up all day." That was her reason for this breakdown right here. I've been up all day. John, have you been up all day today?
I've been up so far. I've been up all day, and I plan on being up the rest of the day.
Are you gonna cause a scene? I mean, in a podcast, I like it when you do.
I'm not punching anybody. I'm not going behind the counter.
So then right after she says, "I've been up all day, y'all," she reaches over and snatches the mask off of the manager and like throws it or like slams it down like this. So now they're over here. So go ahead. We've already.
All right. So then finally the worker had enough of this wrestling match with this lady. So now they're the camera again.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, it's my boss. That worker was like, don't touch my boss.
Right.
Like, she got by the perspective of her boss.
It's like a WWE wrestling match. Got her by the weave, and they're pulling her up.
Tell you what, I get a job in fast food. I don't have a boss. I'm not calling anybody boss. You can forget it. It's not happening.
Well, the thing is, I mean, so far it's like 2:38, and there's been a lot of stuff going on here in this video, and I'm sure they called the police as soon as the lady became behind the counter. So they called the police.
Well, she came back there. No, this was after she kind of was sort of walking away to where they're at. You seen the manager kind of get out her phone and start dialing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's how the worker there ended up with her on the floor, giving her a couple of little, those like hits didn't really look like they hurt that much.
So, here comes the cops.
Yep. Oh, there it is.
Here come the popo.
Was it worth it? Well, this woman's coming back to this McDonald's.
All right. I got to say, to be quite honest with you, I approve of once the police came and said, "Put your hands behind your back," there was no struggle. She didn't resist arrest. So I give her 1 point for not resisting arrest. She put her hands behind her back. She was cuffed and she was let off.
Don't pat people on the back for doing things they're supposed to do.
Again, the police were there. They, she's like, "Okay, well, the police are here. I can fight this in court. I can do whatever. I'm not going to win against the police. The only thing that could happen is I'm going to get an ass beating and a large payout from the city." So
she'll probably take them to court for the hairdo that she's going to have to pay to get fixed.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, she's got the what is that called? Like the mohawk kind of look, right?
Yeah, there. It's like Coolio with a mohawk.
That's it, Coolio. I couldn't think of the guy's name. Coolio
looks like one of the Wayans brothers in one of their Goofy movies.
It might be. She might be one of the Wayans family. Just
Marlon.
Marlon. All right. So there we go. So now that we're in the McDonald's, they have a commercial.
Well, this stuff, they had done this with, I guess, the BTS meal. I don't even know what BTS is. I know what BTO is, Bachman Turner Overdrive, right?
Yeah, I never understood the BTS meal. What does that mean?
Didn't know what it was. I didn't know what the hell bacon, tomato, and shit. I don't know. So apparently it was some celebrity's meal or something that they put together. That's a way of McDonald's trying to connect with the younger crowd. So when you get this pulled up, let me know. And this is the this is the newest McDonald's celebrity meal, the Saweetie meal.
Here we go.
I'm Saweetie, and this is my McDonald's order. I get a Big Mac, Chicken McNuggets, fries, and a Sprite with sweet and sour and barbecue sauce. But I like to mix it all up. So I'm gonna put some fries on my Big Mac. Or top my fries with Chicken McNuggets. That's right. Or make a totally new sandwich like this. As long as you're doing you, you're doing the Sweetie meal. Order ahead on the McDonald's app.
What? Okay. Does she think she invented putting French fries on a hamburger?
Yes, Bob, she does. She thinks that she's invented.
I'm gonna put my McNuggets on top of my fries.
So what you're saying? Let me get this straight. Instead of putting the McNuggets, then the fries, you're going to put the fries, then the McNuggets, and then you're going to drizzle that with the barbecue sauce? Is that what you're saying? I think you're onto something there.
Or you know what? I can take the patties off my Big Mac and I can put my McNuggets on the bun. Well, what are you doing with the patties from your Big Mac? You gonna put those on your fries, or put your how you gonna roll your French fries up in your hamburger patty like a taco, like a burrito? What? I don't.
Bob, she can do whatever she wants because
she's a sweetie.
She's a sweetie, and that's her sweetie meal. Well,
why is that?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So the meal is a Big Mac. Is it a 4-piece McNugget? Is a fry of some sort?
All right,
and a drink.
Come on, get your shit together, Bob. First of all, McDonald's do not have a 4. It's a 6.
The kids meal is a 4-piece.
She didn't get a kids meal, Bob. She got a McNugget. She didn't say kids meal. Get it? Didn't you prepare for the show today? I mean, if we're going to
watch the video, it looked like a 4-piece.
It was a 6-piece McNugget, a large.
They don't sell those anymore either.
A Big Mac, and then she had the barbecue sauce and sweet and sour sauce. That was the sweetie meal. All right, now you're going about all these things you were going to do, and I know you. That's not you would eat hardly any of that. First of all, you would never eat a Big Mac.
What would my Boomer Bob celebrity meal be? I thought about it. All right. And I thought, well, my shit would be the McNuggets. McNuggets. What? No, just hold the fuck on.
Okay.
I thought about maybe I want my McNuggets in my French fry container, and I want my French fries in my Big Mac container, and I want my Big Mac just throw it in the bag loose. Right? That'll be the Boomer Bob. No, wait a minute. My celebrity Mickey D's meal is gonna be McDonald's French fries and a Whopper. How about that? So,
have you ever ate a Big Mac in your entire life?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
I think that goes against everything that I know about you as far as what you eat, because you're the pickiest male adult I've ever.
Well, I created my own Boomer Bob signature Mickey D's meal.
Now?
Yeah. That's me, Boomer Bob. I've been a narcissist for 35 years. For me, it's never been about the music. Now, as a podcaster, it's not about using my powerful voice to influence others. It's always been about me. Like my Boomer Bob signature Mickey D's meal. The narcissist meal. Order it by name.
Thank you for choosing Mickey D's. How can I help you today?
Yeah, let me get one of them Narcissus meals.
Them what?
The Narcissist is all about you. Every item has to be specially made to order. The Narcissist meal is 2 plain hamburgers, no salt french fries, and a half-sweet, half-unsweet tea with no lemon. Don't forget to ask for some salt packets at the window. The Boomer Bob Mickey D's Narcissist Value Meal. Remember, it's all about you. So now that's not what I actually order when I go there, but I thought it's a Narcissist meal. So every single aspect of the order has to be custom made. The burgers are plain. The French fries have no salt. Even the drink is half sweet, half unsweet tea with no lemon. And don't forget to ask for 2 salt packets when you get to the window for your fries.
Okay, I got that part of it. But that's not far off of your McDonald's meal.
Yeah, I don't eat McDonald's burgers. They're gross.
But if you had to eat, gun to your head, McDonald's meal, what would you order?
I do the McNuggets. I like their chicken sandwiches. They're all right. You know, it's not my choice, but if it's the only thing nearby or I don't want to drive to the other place.
What sauces would you use?
I don't prefer sauces.
You don't prefer
I like my stuff plain, man. Why do I need to add all that crap if I like it this way? Why, do you when you used to have relations with your lady, do you make her wear a blonde wig, or do you just let her keep her regular hair, whatever color hair she has?
Well, if we're going apples and oranges here,
you need to dress it up first.
No, I don't. But if we were going to get back to actual food, the reason you would put sauces on there is a little thing called flavor.
But I like the flavor without. So why do I need to add stuff to it?
Okay, hang on. The fries, would you let them put salt on your fries, or would you have to salt your own fries because they might put too much salt?
In a Narcissist meal, no salt, because you're trying to be a pain in the ass. It's all about you. You want every aspect catered to you, detailed. It's all about you. But no, of course I like salt on my fries.
I tell you what, that was a well done video, because the Narcissist meal wasn't even about the food. It was about the Boomer Bob Show stickers on every fucking
exactly
thing.
That was the point.
I know it was the point. I know it was the point. That's what made me laugh. I was like, I don't even care about the food.
What about did you ever notice the ending that's on their damn videos? There's like, look, that creepy fucking guy that's on the end of there. It's like he's hunting for a kid to eat.
Don't put any ketchup. Don't put any sauces on my child, please. I guess it's time to do some COVID talk.
Do we have to? There ain't nothing else to talk about.
I'm just putting on here what you have on here, so I'm just.
I didn't put any COVID talk on here. This is all you.
I did this.
Yep,
okay.
It's all you. I put the one on the bottom that's like extra content, if necessary. But that's it.
Gotcha. All right. So this made me a little nervous. Anti-vax nurse injects 8,600 people with saline instead of COVID vaccine.
And that was on purpose?
Yes. A German nurse is being investigated for allegedly injecting thousands of people with a placebo instead of the coronavirus vaccine. So there's 8,600 people that think they got a dose of vaccine when they got saline.
Well, if they know the count of how many, would they not be able to track who all she gave it to? I mean, is that not on the record who gave them the shot? What the nurse's, employee number or something, name, whatever? You would think that would be on a record or be required to be on record.
Well, it's unknown why the shot blocker, reportedly a Red Cross nurse, had injected people with blanks. However, she's had reportedly broadcast her anti-vax views on social media.
She's shooting blanks.
And while the faux jab was harmless, it may give people a false sense of security, and they could get COVID when they go out. So they're trying right now to run down how many, if they can find all 8,600 people that she might have given the saline to. That's pretty fucked up.
So what have they announced what they're going to do to her? Like, if she going to be jailed or tried with? Maybe they should put her in a building and gas her.
I think that's a little severe. I think maybe they should take her license away and not let her be a nurse anymore.
That's how Germany did things.
The District of Friesland will do everything possible to ensure that the affected people receive their vaccination protection as soon as possible.
Now that's one accent you don't do too bad at there.
Unfortunately, the nurse has the first medical. Oh, sorry, screwed it up again. Take two. Unfortunately, the nurse isn't the first medical practitioner to express anti-vax views. In June, in Texas, they suspended 178 employees 2 weeks without pay for refusing to get the corona vaccine. This is bullshit, to be quite honest with you. And I have a video that goes along with this. It's from a nurse. And she's not very happy with this whole thing about having to be made to take this vaccine, which is basically emergency use right now.
Imagine showing up every single day, nurses working round the clock, bringing in nurses, traveling nurses, getting paid up the fucking wahoo because we couldn't get enough staff in our ICU units to treat COVID. These nurses, these physician's assistants, these NPs, these people showed up every fucking day without proper PPE, took time away from their families, were on the front lines with people infected with COVID. They had no vaccine last year, but now we're forcing our healthcare workers to choose between their careers and the ability to just say, I'm not ready, I don't want that. Are you fucking kidding me? They were good enough when nothing was out there to protect them, to save our families, but now we're forcing them to choose between their fucking ability to have the job that they love or to be unemployed for a vaccine.
Well, the potty mouth on these people, right?
She was upset, Bob. It wasn't like someone didn't give her
that time of the month.
Wasn't like somebody salted her fries or something.
Assaulted her fries?
Assaulted.
Yeah.
Assaulted her fries. Yes. Assaulted her fries. Get it? All right. So, I mean, I think she has a point. These nurses who were working for a full year, they didn't have a vaccine. And they went to work every day. And now they're like, hey, you know what? We don't want this vaccine right now. Maybe later, but not right now. We don't know what's going on. They don't know anything about this stupid thing. It's every day it's something different. It's 6 months. It only lasts 6 months. It lasts more than 6 months. This one's better than the other one. This one causes blood clots. There's no single message that goes on here. And I saw a video. It was a TikTok. It was in like 3 parts. But a gentleman got up in front of I guess it was a municipality board, and was talking about the mask mandate and said that this virus will go right through those cloth masks. It won't even slow it down.
Well, they said that back when the mandates were, or back when masks were being told, I don't want to say mandated because they weren't in the very beginning, when they were like, hey, probably a good idea to wear an N95 mask.
Yeah, but
then it turned into, well, N95 masks are nowhere to be found, so just wear anything over your face. Anything. Pot and pan, whatever, cupcake pan, anything, a compact disc, whatever will fit over your face. Just cover up, mother.
Yeah, they've changed everything. And now Philadelphia, they're starting this weekend, they're mandating masks in all indoor facilities. If you go into a store, if you go into a restaurant, you have to wear a mask until you sit at your table. Then you can take the mask off. Then you can eat. All right.
Let me poise something in your direction. I don't know where I'm going with this, but people on the right, are they known for like flip-flopping on their ideas? When they kind of have a conviction, when they commit to something, to an ideal, do they kind of hold firm?
Yes.
And they say, you know what? I am pro 2A, or I am anti-abortion, or I am against this vaccine, not all vaccines, whatever. Do they generally hold their line, right?
Yes.
So on the other side, we got, in the beginning, it was Anthony Fauci saying, don't wear a mask. There's no need. Then he came out, oh, no, everybody needs to wear a mask. Get them to wear 2 masks. Okay. So they flip-flopped on that. You had your now president and vice president campaigning last year saying, we're not taking Trump's vaccine. If it's from Donald Trump, we don't trust it. We're not taking it. But now they're saying, take it. So they flip-flopped on that. You've got people that were all, Cuomo's the greatest person ever. He is like Italian Jesus. Now they're all, oh, what a piece of shit. Did you see, have you seen the night shows, the late night shows, Jimmy Fallon and all them now? They're all making, oh yeah. Cuomo said he was going to take a step to the side. He was going to step to the side. And you know what? All the women in the room took 2 steps to the side. Like they were just cupping his nuts like 6 months ago.
You mean like this guy?
The one governor who's crushing it the most right now is Andrew Cuomo. Yes. Thanks to his handling, his approval rating has soared to a 7-year high. And he's even becoming something of a crush for many people. Yeah. People online are falling in love with him. And I'm not going to lie, those people include me. My Tinder profile now lists me as a Cuomo-sexual.
The Daily Show with
Trevor Noah. Yeah. Right. It just seems to be a theme on that side, is that they flip-flop so much with everything.
Hey, Trevor, it's Andrew. I have time on my hands. You still crushing?
Yeah. Okay. There's a comment. We get it, Bob. Everyone who disagrees with you is wrong. Yeah. If that's the message that you're getting here, then you're just being a troll, because you know that is not my message.
Why do you? He's the #1 troll. Why do you listen to him? There's one here, other one. Let's see. It's become a religion. It's going into a Catholic church, having to genuflect before sitting in the pew. If I don't, I go to hell. So if you have to wear a mask when you walk in the door, but not while you're eating, or else you go to hell. I just don't understand how the virus knows. Well, like he's walking. Okay, he's walking. We can go. Oh, he's got a mask on. So now he sits down. He takes his mask off, and now everything's fine.
Or
it's still the same fucking air.
Or with back when they had the curfew thing. Oh yeah, bars have to close at 10 o'clock at night. Because the virus attacks at 10:01. What do you mean?
Well, I think, again, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to get into their mind. I think what happens is, after a certain time period, people are drinking or they're getting into nonsense, and I would say that their sensibilities start to drop. So, like at 2 o'clock, 1:30, when you're in a bar and you're looking to pick somebody up, you know how you want a 9, but now it's like, I'll take a 6. And then when the lights come on, maybe a 3, kind of like that. No?
It's none of it makes any sense. And if they want to judge everybody on their social credit score, okay, well, does your score drop when you back somebody like Cuomo like that, and then it turns out he was an asshole? Like, does your social credit score drop? Can we deduct like 100 points?
No, they just walk away. They just walk away from him. That's what it is. And again, it doesn't matter. At one point, he basically looked like he knew what he was talking about. Little did we know that he was in there diddling the hell. Yeah.
Cuomo? Well, I didn't care about that. That's none of my business. But when he's wrong, he's wrong. So like I said, it's just I'm still over here yelling the same things that I've been yelling for 18 months or longer, and they're flip-flopping all over the place. So who looks
Right.
like the bigger asshole?
Well, I agree. I mean, this whole thing in Philadelphia, I don't know. I don't know if people are going to, I guess. All right. So the problem is right now they're putting all the onus on the restaurants and these places that have been just devastated through this whole pandemic. Now they got to wear masks again. Now they have to either make sure they're vaccinated or make sure they have a mask on. So they don't even want to get into that crap. They're just going to say, everybody wear a mask. So now a lot of people are like, guess what? We're not going out to eat. We're not going to a ball game. We're not going to go out and shop. We're not going to. So it's just another way to destroy small businesses. Just another way to do it. I think Philadelphia might be the first city because Philadelphia is a very fuck off kind of city. And I think this is where it could start, where they're just like, fuck it, we're not going to wear masks. We're going to come in and call the cops.
They also passed mandates in other states. I know Oregon was one. I'm sure that there are others. I haven't really. I was busy, quite busy yesterday, so I didn't get time to dig. But yeah, it's not. That's interesting that it's just in that town and not the entire state of Pennsylvania.
You have to know the mayor of Philadelphia. He's a gin blossom nosed alcoholic Irishman who just has no spine, no backbone. And because now that he thinks that this is his party, this is what they want him to do, he's going to step up. He's going to make Philadelphia safe, maybe from the virus, but not from the shootings.
The idea that you can stop a virus, that if we just all wear a mask and take a shot in our arm, it'll just go away, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I saw a graph.
If it was measles or something of that nature, sure. But this is a coronavirus. This is a flu virus. We've never been able to stamp out a coronavirus like the common cold.
Never.
You know, it still exists. You know,
Never worked. Never worked. And even the measles, the mumps, the chicken pox, the smallpox. Oh, it's time.
Hey,
It's time for.
it's like the 8:30 train, 9:30 train.
Yeah.
Always on time.
Those vaccines took decades to actually get out to the public, and this one was made in 6 months.
Yep.
And we're all guinea pigs.
Well, also, I mean, how long did it take back then, with all these other ones to get everybody inoculated? How long did it take? They're wanting this shit to happen in a year, and it's not going to happen. You guys, 7.8 billion people.
Yeah. He says, you mentioned shooting. Someone just got shot. There goes the ambulance to go pick them up. So, I'm loving this. How people get misgendered now, and it's such a crime. Like, God forbid, this is the real crime.
Oh, this one, yeah, this is one I dropped. I called this one "True Disappointment in Oneself on Display."
Guys, I messed up. So I had a kid on Monday. They said their pronouns were she, her. Then on Wednesday, yesterday, they came to me and they said, you know what? My pronouns are they, them. I want you in the class to use they, them. Okay, cool, great. They come to class today. There's names on desks in groups for assigned seats. They can't find theirs because I guess my first class knocked it off. So I go to the class. Hey, is she in anyone's group? Does anyone see her name? It took me 5 minutes to realize what I did.
Are you kidding me? When she said she made a big mistake, I thought she was talking about that haircut. I thought that's what she was
Her
talking
chair
about.
squeaks like hell. Did you notice that too?
I made a big mistake. You mean that eggcorn haircut you're rocking right now?
So one of her students decided they wanted to be called they, them. And
Wait,
she
no. She first came in and she was she, her.
Yeah. But a couple
Then
days
she
later.
came in the next day and she's they, them. And she was like, oh, I can't believe that I misgendered her. Oh, the pain I must have caused. The horror.
I mean, I'm glad she cares about her kids, I guess. That's a good thing, right? She seems like she genuinely cares about her kids, but to be bothered and be like, oh, my bad, sorry, it just slipped. Shit happens. I mean, you ever have your mom call you by like one of your brother's names or something? Like, I mean, that happens all the time. She'd be like, hey, Tim, Bobby, fuck.
Look, I have 5 kids in the house at one time. I'd go write down the name. Like,
Write down the list.
Yeah, write down the list till I got to them.
Yeah.
So I would start saying, hey, you, or oh, hey.
Well, did you make a TikTok video talking about how you messed up?
The other day, my daughter was using crayons on the wall that I just painted the week before because her brother shit and worked on the wall like Picasso works in oils. And I said, hey, Mary. But her name wasn't Mary.
No.
I was just like so upset.
You're a horrible parent.
I'm a horrible parent because I misnamed her. And then she continued to crayon on the wall. And I just said, it's okay. You finish up there, kid. I'll just get the paint out tomorrow.
But they identified as an adult and you called them a kid. Your parent credit score is just dropping by the minute every time you open your mouth. Do you have that video of that old man that I said should open up our show every morning? That TikTok.
I did not get that. Let me see if I can find that.
It's in your Discord DMs. Oh, that guy. I wish the video again with the Michael J. Fox, video. I don't mean to disrespect MJF there, but he's the ultimate, reference for that kind of thing.
Oh, he's a what is that called? Oh, he's got Parkinson's.
He's got Parkinson's. I know, but it's just and I hate. I don't mean to, like, he seems like he's kept out of the media most of his life. Like he hasn't had any affairs or diddled kids or drugged any women before banging them. That kind of stuff. Like
I can't find the old guy. You said you put it in our private.
You want me to dig it up?
Well,
I'll dig it up. You're like, it's right here, man.
I don't see him.
I'm fixing to drop it. In the chat.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Maybe I'll find. Let me see if I can.
Towards the bottom, it's like
Right, don't yell at me.
3 or 4 above the one I put with the vaccine efficiencies.
All right, let's see if I can get this guy. He's talking already. Hang on. Can I move it back?
A lot of production things going on there. I understand. It's a lot to click on.
I'm sorry. Well, you throw these things at me, and
doing it on the fly. You're doing it on the fly, right?
I try. Which one? Where is he? I don't know how far he's talked, but let's see what goes on here. Here we go.
Good morning. Here's your daily reminder that people suck and you're going to get pissed off today. Don't cuss nobody out, don't fist fight, and don't go to jail. You got this, bitch. Good luck. Good morning.
He nailed it, didn't he not?
I did. Shut the fuck off.
Hey. Oh, I seen that. This dude dances.
Jesus Christ. I lost control, Bob.
That guy was right.
Yeah, don't fist fight. Maybe he should have talked to that black woman at McDonald's. Everybody sucks. They might not give you
maybe
a 3 flavor Slurpee.
Maybe she was getting her Slurpee so that she could scroll through TikTok and was minutes away from getting that message. But those 2 women at the McDonald's got in between her and her morning slushie.
Apparently.
Could be.
If she would have listened to him, she wouldn't be handcuffed going to jail.
So did you about the airplane full of Democrat legislators from Texas about a month ago or so? They were doing a vote in Texas about voting laws, new voting rules, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, and they all jumped up. They didn't want to vote, so they jumped on a plane and left and went to Washington D.C. And they took there was photos of them. They took look, LOL selfie down the airplane aisle. Now, if me and you get on a plane, we'd have to wear a mask, but they were not masked at all. They were all
unmasked. 2 seats.
And so, yeah. So and then they came back, and something like 9 of them had COVID. It was nuts. Anyway, well, the Texas House Sergeant at Arms begins to serve arrest warrants for 52 Democrats who fled the state to block the GOP voting bill.
See, to me, this is where the hypocrisy comes in on both sides, because right now Republicans are so worried that in the Senate they're going to use the nuclear option for the filibuster, where the minority group can filibuster a piece of legislature that they don't want to vote for, and this way it can't pass. Well, in Texas, this is basically what the Democrats just did. In other words, that voting bill that they think is racist because they want voter ID, they won't vote for it. So what they did was they just left the state so they couldn't, because Texas can arrest you and bring you in to make you vote. Or you don't, I don't think you have to vote, but you have to
Texas Supreme Court, I think the main judge on that, she's like a Hawaiian woman or whatever.
Texas? In Texas?
Look it up. She they were like, yeah, they broke the law, arrest them. So and it, to me, what they did, okay, getting on an airplane and we're not going to vote on this. It's like your mom tells you to do the dishes and vacuum, and you go take a nap.
To me, this is just the Texas version of filibuster.
When you get up, you're still going to have to, your mother is still going to expect you to have done the dishes and vacuumed. All you're doing is just postponing the inevitable.
But again, if the script was flipped and it was a completely Democratic,
well, they'd be trying to impeach every single one of them.
Well, whatever they're trying to do, I mean, this is basically, it's just a filibuster. They try to do a filibuster on this, and I don't see the difference between them leaving so they couldn't vote on this or in the Senate where they filibuster.
I agree. I think Cruz did that last night. He did like an hour long where he just sat there and talked to nobody for an hour, just trying to hold up the inevitable. Just stop it. Just vote, say no, whatever, disagree, and then go on about your day.
I mean, there was, I forget, it was like 33 days where one side, and I can't remember which was Republican or Democrat, they went days. They would just go in there and read a book.
Yes.
This is what they, and they would read a book, and this is so they would not vote on this.
Bernie's done that.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is no different than what they're doing here. And I'm going to play this one little bit here. I don't think I'm going to play the whole thing. Is it in here? I didn't put it in here. I'll have to save this for tomorrow. But I have this one little clip, real short clip about the vaccine again. Just
go get vaccinated, America. Go and get the vaccination.
Joe, go get our president back and take that vaccine and shove it up your mother fucking ass, Joe.
I love TikTok.
That woman had a neat voice.
Yeah,
I did not expect that voice to come out of her mouth.
Yeah, she was shocking. All righty. Anything else you got going on there, Bob? Because we might have to end this.
Are we going to pander to the trolls or not? No.
Oh, you want to pander? Let's pander.
No.
I'm sorry. Filibuster, filibuster, filibuster. Bob. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, and here we go. Yell, yell, yell.
Well, what do you think about, where he lives? They have compulsory voting. You have to vote. I think if you don't vote, you can be fined or some shit there.
I think they should do that in the United States. This is what I think. If I ran the country, if you voted, you would get a $250 tax credit, and if you didn't vote, you'd get a $50 tax. You'd get a $50 fine.
Fine.
Right. So
okay. Where do you think? Like I said the other day, do you not think that election day should be like a national holiday? Everything's closed, but the polling places.
No, I don't. You know why? Because they open the polls at 6 o'clock in the morning and they close them at 8. And now,
yeah, okay, you got 4 kids and soccer practice, all that crap. I mean, what, not everybody's free like John.
First of all, if you
Some
let me
people
finish
own a restaurant.
So if you own a restaurant, you can't say, oh, by the way, I'm going to take an hour. I'm going to go down and vote, or take your lunch and go down and vote. Or now they're making it where there's multiple days that you can vote.
Yeah.
Or if you have soccer practice and all that, you can apply for a absentee ballot where you can vote. If it means that much to you to vote, there's plenty of ways to vote. The only issue is they want to make sure it's you, and they want to make sure that you only vote once.
There's a good comment at the bottom there.
A lot of jobs will let you take an hour to go vote. See? There you go.
Yeah.
I think it's Jason.
He's spoiled. My job won't let me do that.
You're your own boss, for fuck's
Shut
sake.
up.
You can do whatever
Yeah,
you
but
want.
my boss is an asshole.
I can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all.
My wife's work doesn't let her. Like, if she needed an hour off, she would have to ask for it and say, "Hey, man, can I, dip out an hour early?" And if her boss is in a good mood, be like, "Yeah, go ahead." But it's not a thing. They're not like, "Hey, if anybody needs off early today to go vote before they go have to get the kids from daycare or whatever."
You're just being ridiculous.
What?
If you want to vote on the day of the election, you can go vote. You
Sure.
can make time if it's important to you.
Sure.
I got family members that have never voted.
Wow.
61 years old, have never cast a vote in any election.
I don't think my brother's ever voted.
And the thing is
And he's
that,
55.
if it cost him $50, he would pay the $50. He would pay the $50 not to have to go vote. Because he just says, in his opinion, it doesn't make a difference.
If it cost my brother 50 or he got $250 tax credit, he'd be like first in line. He'd be waiting there with a chair before they opened.
Yeah.
Do you have a pre-show like a ritual before you go live or before you do a show on your own, like the one you're going to do this afternoon, evening with Devin? Do you have like pre-show rituals that you do besides opening this window and that window? I mean, do you let the roll ball against the wall, catch it, I don't know, get your blood pumping, whatever, jumping jacks, anything like that? Any kind of
That's a good one.
Drink a beer or something, anything. Do you have a ritual? Do you have a certain color underwear that you like to wear when you podcast? Anything like that?
Well, usually what I try to do is 3 cartwheels. I'll get up and I'll try to do 3 cartwheels in the house to see. That'll get the blood pumping. No, I can't do a cartwheel. No, I honestly, I basically just look over what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, like I did today. I just looked over what, set everything up, set the videos up and stuff like that. That's what I
heard. I was listening to the morning radio this morning, the rock radio, and they were talking about the Foo Fighters, and that I guess Grohl came out and did an interview, whatever, and said Dave Grohl, the guitarist vocalist, came out and said that his pre-show ritual, one of the things that at the end of it was that he waits until everybody, I guess, in the band is laughing and having fun before they take the stage. Okay. Now, do you think that's bullshit? Because it's like, well, can't take the stage yet. I know curtain call, but nobody's laughing. We're going to wait.
It takes a certain amount of energy to do something like this. And I would imagine, I'm not in a band, you were. It takes more energy to do something like that. So I would imagine that, to get everybody pumped up in a good mood, so I believe that that's what he does. I don't believe him to be a liar.
Well, one of the radio hosts, these guys get to go to these shows and they get backstage and stuff because they're VIPs because they work for rock radio. So they get to go backstage. And he was like, you know what? I've been backstage at one of their concerts, and that is a lie. That is incorrect. He is blowing smoke. So he's like, I remember them taking the stage and nobody was laughing. So,
okay. So I would imagine the guys that you're talking about, the radio guy, was in Alabama. And I would imagine that the Foo Fighters were playing a show in Alabama.
They don't play in Alabama. They won't come near here.
Well,
No, actually, I think they're playing. No, I don't know. They probably Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, somewhere within 2 to 4 hour drive. That's what it's like here, man.
Okay,
Nobody comes
so
here.
You're telling me the rock radio. Okay, so the rock radio stations usually in the area, they bring people in, they bring concerts in, and it's like a promotion. They do the promotion. So I would have to say that in bumfuck Alabama, wherever this rock radio station is from, the concert was there too. So
How
you would
many
think
Walmarts do you have near you?
I would love to try to finish this sentence without you interrupting me, but I'm going to try it one more time. So in Alabama, I'm going to try it again. In Alabama, they have to show up to play in Alabama, and there's a lot of fucking people in the audience like you. So how up can they get? How much joking? They just want to get in, play some hits, get the fuck out of there. And now this DJ that you're talking about,
he's a comic.
He's a comic. Yeah, I'm sure
he is. Yeah, he worked for Jay Leno for like a year or two, and he's been a stand-up comic here. I'm not okay. You don't believe me that what do you think we got Bucktooth Bubba on the radio? I mean, he does sound a little bit like one.
Bucktooth Bubba?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's actually pretty GD funny. So
to me, I think that before every show, this is what it sounds like down in Alabama.
Yeah, and you know what we think it sounds like every show up there? What'd you say to me, bitch?
It looks like the McDonald's. Is that what you're saying?
Add a wife beater shirt.
I just don't understand where this comic, quote, air quotes, comic. I don't understand why that's a story or why that's why would he call them out? Like, these guys do hundreds of shows during the year. Maybe he caught them on a bad day. Maybe they were late.
He made a joke. He was like, hey, did the check clear? Yeah. All right. Take the stage.
There we go.
So
everybody laughed. Did the check clear? Yeah. You got to be shitting me. In Alabama, the check cleared? Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, let's go. Let's play.
Well, yesterday they were overly excited because in Birmingham at Oak Mountain Amphitheater next month, Black Crowes is playing.
Still.
Exactly. I couldn't get excited about that. Number one, I guess it's either at the end of August or early September, and it's outside. So it's going to be like 105 degrees. Right.
The Rolling Stones are touring this year.
And it's going to be 40-year-old twice as hard girl as it was the first time. It's like, jealous again.
How about this one? Pretty soon we'll be talking to angels.
Pretty little mama, light your candle. It's like, okay, how excited do you think they get about doing those songs?
Did they even have an album out? Did they put another album out? I think for you to tour, you should have to put an album out.
I think you should not be allowed to play anything new. You should only be allowed to play your hits from a long time ago, because the only one coming to your shows are going to be boomers who are going to be like, man, I remember that song came out. I was like 19 years old, and it reminds me of the good times.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I would go to a Black Crowes concert.
Now, the vocalist, I can't remember that guy's name.
Chris, who was banging Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Yeah.
Fuck my mouth.
He has his own band, on the side. So, and they're not bad. They're okay.
The Chris, whatever his last name band is.
I can't remember his name. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Okay, it'll come to me after the
doesn't
show.
Matter. Yeah, it doesn't. It'll come to you in the after show.
All right. Well, I think it's time to wrap this up. We've done our hour. Probably should have wrapped this up about 15 minutes ago.
What?
I'm just saying. We ran out of, for the first time, we ran out of material.
No, we didn't. We kept going, didn't we?
I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't A-level content. None of our shit's A-level content. We're just hanging out in the morning. Who cares?
Okay. All right. Calm down over there.
Not everything's got to be a banger.
All right. All right, one more day. We're doing this again tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have more material.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Today is Friday Eve.
Today is Friday Eve.
Don't forget No Agenda at noon your time.
Okay. All right.
Live.
Jason said that he wants to call in.
He has my number.
He has your number? He doesn't have my number.
I don't know. Actually, I don't think Jason has my number. You can call John. John has my number, and John will hook it up on a 3-way. Hey.
All right. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
See you in the after show.